This is the equipment that we have in our home present day. Stay tuned for our COVID chronicles. Hey, this is Ebony with Ab Knows, and I'm here with a special guest, my husband. Haha! All right, and so for those of you who saw my last video, you know that we have been battling COVID, and we still are, but we are in the vicinity of our own our own dwelling place, so we're not out and about with the crowd and things like that. We're just gonna give you a short update of everything that happened. I think, as far as you know, the last thing that happened was that we were both diagnosed. A few days after that, everything went huh. And I was, I still have to this day no taste or smell. Thank God my kids can cook. Y'all teach your kids to cook early so they won't call you Karen if you lose your taste or smell. But a few days after that, my husband went into the hospital, and he was there for 5 days. Yeah. So I didn't get to see him, one, because I had COVID myself, number two, because they don't allow anybody on the COVID, not going to say the COVID wing.
It's quarantine.
It's quarantine. So, and what I want to tell y'all, for anybody who you get COVID, or just even in life, have a team. I had what I call a COVID team. Thank God we have medical professionals in our family, medical professionals that actually went to med school. They have letters behind their name. These are not people that just call themselves professionals. And I had a team of them, along with another person who had actually had COVID, helping me navigate while he was in the hospital, the things I should do, the things I should ask, what I should do for myself even. There's nurses that, let me just say that they should have picked another profession. Out of the 4 we had, 3 were amazing. They know who they are because I already told their charge nurse about it. Yes, we don't need to give reviews when they're bad. Sometimes you give reviews when they're good, and I did tell their charge nurse that they were amazing because they were. But people are people, and you have to stay behind people. And they knew I was calling. I didn't care if it was 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because they have their shifts from 7 to 7. They knew that I was on it, and I was going to call them, and I needed an update of what was going on with him, because that was one of the points that they said. Somebody said, you got to let them know that you're there with them, because it's easy for them to slip away because they think nobody's there. We couldn't go see them. You can't really bring anything up there, so they're stuck by themselves. And I wanted him to know you got a whole team behind you, not just us. You got a team of angels, of people praying. Thank you to those who had your babies pray, your little children. The prayers went through. I need y'all to buy them something real nice. Their Christmas will be on point this year. All right, enough of me talking. I want my husband Ray to tell you what his experience was while he was in the hospital for 5 days fighting COVID.
Okay. Now, first of all, having COVID is no joke. I didn't know anyone who had COVID, or per se, I heard from someone else about somebody who contacted COVID and everything, but I was also always so safe, having, of course, my PPE, which are, our masks and our gloves and our sanitizer, Lysol wipes. We was prepared. But all it takes is one infected pen, infected paperwork from the job, something that hasn't been wiped down or something like that. That right there, that's something that's real serious, and that's what got me. Realizing that, after I got diagnosed on like the 8th, and it was quarantined up and whatnot. Wasn't too bad at first, and then not being able to breathe. That was the biggest thing that night, whereas I couldn't breathe. And my wife took me to the hospital. So when they put me in the room, and they quarantined me, and when they started doing tests, the COVID affected my body, as in it gave me I caught pneumonia. So because COVID, it attacks the respiratory system, your heart. So it opened me up for infections like pneumonia. So I got pneumonia. Then I got another upper respiratory infection. So now I'm fighting COVID, pneumonia, and a respiratory infection. So now what they do is they have to put me into an ambulance and send me to a COVID wing to another hospital. Then they immediately hooked me up to oxygen because I couldn't breathe on my own. And let me tell you something. You don't realize how important oxygen is to your body until you can't walk 2 feet to the bathroom. You can't walk 2 feet to the bathroom. You have, I'm talking about like, no idea you're nauseated, you can't eat, you know what I mean, you're hungry, but you're too tired. And that's the main thing. Without oxygen, without that precious O2 going throughout your whole entire body, it zaps all your energy. And I mean, when you're tired, you're tired. I'm gonna tell you this right here. One of the main things is when you sit in the hospital and you're quarantined, knowing your family can't come around you, you can talk to them on the phone and everything, but you're too tired to talk. It's real easy to want to give up. I mean, a couple times, I ain't gonna lie, a couple times I didn't think I was gonna make it.
I didn't think you'll make it, and that's what time I would call. I'm like, hey, wake up.
A couple times
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna make it. You're sitting there, you can't breathe. You want to do something simple as like go take a shower, but you can't take a shower because someone has to come and they have to adjust your cord for your oxygen tank, but you can't move. So you're just sitting there. You're getting frustrated. Especially, I drive a truck and move furniture, so I'm always active. And when you can't be active like that, when they take away your way of life, I mean, that right there is real difficult. But I'm just telling you, my wife, my family, and all of them were on it. They called, they zoomed in, video chat and everything, and that's just that support system, that's very important.
That's so important.
So important, you know what I mean? Without the support system, I mean, there were people on the wing. I was a little, I'll give you a little story. I was a little upset because I wanted to go take my shower. And the people were supposed to have been there, and I was sitting there like, man, where's people at? I need to go take my shower, but again, I gotta get my cord adjusted so I can go in and take my shower because, again, you can't stand up for you can't stand up for a long period of time because you have no oxygen. Your O2 stats and everything are just tanked in the trash. So I sat there, and finally, Lay showed up and everything to come and straighten out my oxygen, straighten my cord out and everything. So I told her to take a shower. She walks in, and I ain't gonna lie, being a little frustrated. I already been there for like 3 days. Every day they come and tell you, you can't go home. You can't go home. So I'm about to tell them, I'm about to give them a piece of my mind. Lady says, come in, the nurse, I apologize, Mr. Gorham. There's a gentleman down the way that doesn't have anybody. He likes to tell stories. And I know that your wife is always on it. She's always calling. She's always finding out about your stats. And I'm always hearing you talk to her on the phone at nighttime and everything like that, you know what I mean? So I figured that, we could hold up and everything while I get it, because he has no support system. And I started thinking, and I said, yeah, that's cool and everything. Because I could imagine being somewhere, you have some mean people out here that's like, everybody know,
Yep.
those cranky people like, I don't need nobody. Let me tell you something.
I don't need nobody. I'm good. Me, myself,
Get
and my
sick.
money. Yep.
Get sick
Let them dollars come.
and get by yourself.
Yep.
You get sick and get by yourself, and you have no one to talk to.
No one.
Nobody. Except for the person there that's paid to take care of you
Yep.
for a shift.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. That right there. So all I say is this right here. Anybody who has any loved ones, whether or not if it's COVID or anything of that nature,
Right.
it don't even have to be COVID, it could just be any kind of
Anything.
sickness. What you need to do is, hey, give them that support. if they want to take it. Support them, you know what I mean? Help them, and let them know that they're there, that they're not by themselves.
Right.
Because I think the loneliest time, man, was at nighttime. Because you know, when you're in the hospital, it's always they give you all types of bacteria, whatever it is, and antibiotics, right? All right, now number one, these antibiotics that go through your body, that they shoot in you early in the morning time and then late at night, it burns all the liquid out your body. Literally. It feels like it's burning. I'm telling you, I had to learn the second night. I had to learn to set my liquids up, my waters, my juice, because as soon as when they start giving it to me, I gotta start taking sips. Because if you fall asleep and you wake up after that process that's going through your body, you have no liquid. You can't form some saliva in your mouth. It's like you can't really, you just got like literally a frog in your throat. So then what happens is they come in like every 2 hours. So when you start getting to your little sleep,
good sleep,
and I'm talking about like they don't come in. It reminds me of like when I was in the military. They don't come in and just be like, I'm just going everything's cool. No, they come and flip every single light on. It's like nighttime, daytime. All right, we need to do your vitals.
Yeah.
So they're doing your vitals. so they come in and they're like, okay, we need to check your oxygen. All right, after they check your oxygen, okay, we need to check your blood pressure. All right, after they check your blood pressure, then they come in and say, okay, now we need to go ahead and check your temperature. So they put in your tongue. And then if something's not reading, they're going to say, Mr. Gorman's not reading. Okay. What you want me to do? I mean, literally, you just woke me up like about 1 minute ago and I'm saying there's nothing that I cannot do anything.
I was on the phone a couple of times.
You know what I mean?
Like, what do you want me to do?
What you want me to do? You know what I mean? Okay, machine. All right, we'll put it on your arm. You know what I mean? Or the machine not working, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they'll ask you to stand up and to walk around because they want to check your O2 stats. And the machine not working, literally. The machine is not working. Now, remember, you oxygen. You're tired. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, walk around here. Okay, hold on. What's up? And they got this machine like, it's not working. Anyway. But like I said, you know what I mean? It's just that you got to deal with that the best way. And the main thing, like I said, my wife, Ebony Rose, is on it.
That's right.
And my
only thing I couldn't help him
my kids
really was the food. Don't go into it.
Look, I'm not going into that and everything because understandable. Though when you're in hospital, hey, it's just hospital food is just what it is and everything. But you know, but the main thing is, hey, let that's one thing. When the doctors and them actually let the doctors and nurses, because a couple times I had to tell them that, hey, this right here is not working, and
right,
you got to stay on them. Don't just accept it like, okay, forget about it. No, got to tell them. If something's not working, you tell them, like, look, doc, that's not working. You know what I mean? Be persistent.
It's your body.
It's your body. You know, they can look at that little chart and everything of what they think it might be, but if you're not feeling it, you got to tell them, you know what I mean? Because something could be seriously wrong. They could be missing.
Right.
And so, you know.
Right. I just wanted to let you know, I wasn't in there. My symptoms weren't as severe. I just have no taste or smell. But this is serious, guys. Wear your mask. Be kind to others. Wash your hands. And don't forget to vote. And I want to thank you all for your prayers. They're appreciated. You keep those prayers coming because we're still going through it. We're not done yet. No. So they said we'll finally get out. They're going to release this on the 28th, and they call every day, they email every day to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. So, and we're doing that. Like, we're about to end this so we can go in because we've been out here too long. Thanks again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then I'll give another update once we have the all clear. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.